We're going to show you today how to make a post in your admin area of your WordPress website. We're in the Chuka Animal Rescue Service admin area, as you've seen in a previous video that we've logged into. We're in the dashboard section, so now we go down the left hand side where it says posts, media, links, pages and comments. We'll run our mouse over there, we can see the drop down arrow for posts, and it gives us a few options here. We want the add new option to add a post. Okay, so we're going to click on that one. Up comes the add new post page. In the title section here, we're going to put this is a new post. Then you can either tab or use your mouse and left click in the next area. Now notice when we do that, that the permalink comes up. This is the URL of this particular post for the future. Okay, this is where it's going to reside on the internet all the time. Now, before we do any typing in this section here where the content is going to go, we need to make sure we're in the visual section or the visual screen and not the HTML screen. The difference is the HTML is where we put all the code that people don't see, controls what things look like and things do, but we just want to be in the visual section for now. So I've actually copied, so I'm going to click in the visual section here, as you see my cursor and is flashing up here. Now I've actually copied some text before, so I'm going to right click and go paste, and there it is. Now I'm going to scroll down and go to the excerpt field. Now notice that the excerpt field, if I click on it here, it is showing or hidden. I'm going to show it, I'm going to click in the field here, and again I'm going to right click and go paste, but this time I'm going to only use the first two lines. This is like a teaser field, okay, teaser for search engines. So I'm just going to use these two lines here, which you'll see are just here. Okay, so now we don't need to worry about send trackbacks, custom fields, discussion or author. You can change the author if you want. It's on admin at the moment, but I'll leave it there. We need now to go to the all-in-one SEO pack field, which is right down the bottom here. I just clicked on it and closed it. Let's open it again. There it is. Now, we need to put the title of the post in here, but generally speaking, we'd make it so that it's keyword rich. So let's highlight that one, and we'll go right-click, copy, go down here, left-click in the field, and then go right-click, paste. And it's good, as I said, to try and use keywords. Keywords are words that people search on that are relevant to your post. In the description field, we'll go and grab this information here. Because it's such a short post, we can grab 3 lines this time. I've just pressed Control and held down the C key to copy. That's a keyboard shortcut, Control C, and Control V is paste. So now I'll click my left mouse click in the description field and I'll hold down the Control key and hit the V key, Control V. Okay, I'll just get rid of these spaces here, and there we have it. This is the description for this post. Alright, so it's always good, of course, to have as many keywords in here as possible, as this is what most search engines use to show people what the post is about. Now, keywords, comma separated, it says in brackets. Let's try post, because that's what it is. And as you can see, there's a heap of other keywords that I've already put in for something else, for another demo. So let's use those ones. So I put my mouse back to the very start here, and then I've left clicked and dragged across all the text, holding the left button down. Now I'll right click on it and go copy, because we're going to use them elsewhere. In a second I'll show you where. Disable on this page the post, let's leave that unchecked. And the next section, Karolev's sitemap, this is the weight that the page holds in your sitemap. So I'd like to think this one's about medium rated, so we'll make it 0.5. If it's 0.9, it's got a lot of weight. If it's 0.1, it's not very important, so to speak. So now let's scroll up again, and we see on the right hand side here, post sticky status. Let's click on that. We can have an announcement, a sticky post, or a normal post. In this case, we'll leave it as normal. Announcement post would mean that it will show up first on your website whenever anyone goes to it, no matter what date it is. Whereas if it's normal, it appears in reverse date order, or however you set up the website. But at this point in time, it's reverse date order. So let's hide that again. Post tags. Now this is where we need that information we copied just before. I'm going to click in the add a new tag section. Then I'm going to right click and go paste. Aha, there's all those tags or keywords. Click add, and there they are. Now, of course, if you don't want any of them in here, like we make websites, we might just get rid of that one perhaps. Alright, and there's our tags for this post. I'll minimize that. We'll go to categories. We'll select the categories that this post will appear in. And I've selected those ones and nothing else because I don't think it's relevant to anything else. We can always add a new category down here if we want by quickly, and we type the name of the category in and then go add new category. Click on the button, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to get rid of that and we'll minimize all that. Now we're in the publish section. The first thing we need to do before we do anything else is save the draft. So everything we've done so far is saved. Okay, so it has been saved. Now we can preview what it looks like either by this button here or preview post. Let's click on preview post because we're there. And there you have it. There's our post already previewed. As you can see, our tags here. And yeah, so we'll close that. Let's go. We're back in the post in the admin area. Now, if you want to publish it in a week's time or 2 months' time, you can edit the publishing date by clicking on the word edit, change the date in here, and then click OK. We don't want to do that because we're going to publish immediately. So we'll cancel that. The visibility, again, you can change the visibility. Select any of the options you want here. I'm just going to make it public. You can stick this post to the front page if you want. Alright, so we'll cancel that. And the status, we can make it a draft or pending review, or once it's published, there's a different option that comes up here. Alright, we're going to cancel that too. So we're ready to go. We're ready to publish our posts for the world to see. And just one more thing. If we have a look now, I told you about the HTML and the visual. If you click on HTML, you can see all the guff that's behind the website for the HTML. Now, you don't need to touch it. In fact, I'll just leave it there. There's no point touching it. It's an example for you. So we'll go back to the visual tab and we click publish. And there you have it. It's now officially published. Now, if you want to check out what it looks like on your front page, you click here beside the WordPress logo, or you can just view the post here like we just did and preview changes. Now, if you need to make any more changes, oops, I've made a mistake. This is where I made the mistake. Alright, and I've just added that in there. Now I'll update it and it will update the post. And there you go. Now let's have a look at the finished post in the website. And there it is. That's how you properly put a post in. And of course the next video, and let's just click the back button, but the next video will show you how to add a photo or embed a photo from Flickr. Okay, that's all from me. Over and out. It's Brian from Echuca Website Design.